Catch 'em all.
What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. Sorry, it's really late. It's almost 1 o'clock here. I was spending my time playing the new raid that was just released in Destiny, so I didn't really get that much time to play Pokemon Duel. And the raid came out on the day that we had this huge update, which I'm really super excited about. Please let me know in the comments below how excited you guys are. But before we even jump into that, today is day number 4 of the 4th sequence of the 4 codes or digits. So that's in the description below. I didn't talk about the 3rd one that I released in last episode, but if you need the 3rd ones, it's in the last episode, so get it there. That means there's only one more day, one more episode where I'll have the 5th and final sequence of 4, and whoever gets that first will get the gift card for the Google Play. If you need to know how to do it, watch this right here. You need to click on this bell to get notified when my videos come out, okay? So please do that, what you just saw there. And guess what? We're almost at 1K subs. We're almost at 1,000 subs. So that means 1,000 of you tune in to my content, and that makes me super happy. And how I'm gonna do that? Once we get to 1K, 1,000 subs, I will be doing a $100 giveaway. $100. And with this new banner that's out, I'm sure some of you guys can use $100 to try and get that Tapu Koko, because that Koko is gonna be a monster. And how I want us to do that actually is so I have a Discord. I don't ever use it, and I'm gonna ask you guys. I need like a Discord guru in there that can kind of monitor everything for me, because how I'm gonna do the $100 gift card is kind of how I'm gonna do this. How I'm doing this Google Play. I'm gonna set up it's gonna be kind of like an egg hunt. I'll be giving like a weekly challenge or a daily challenge. I'll be like, all right, this week the goal is you have to beat this type of deck. Like, I had this idea a long time ago, and I was gonna be like, all right, you have to beat a Dio deck, and you have to take a picture of it, and you have to post it in the Discord. But we don't have Dio decks that much anymore, so please in the comments leave some ideas, or when I get the Discord established, let's leave some ideas and figure out how we're gonna do this $100 gift card. All right, enough of that. Let's talk about this update. We're going to talk about this update, and I kind of want to go over the counters for it. Now, if you take a look at my deck real quick, if you'll notice, I got rid of my Sceptile. My low and beloved Sceptile. My favorite Mon. My second favorite Mon of all time. For Terrakion. And we're going to talk about why. So anyway, let's just go in. Actually, you know what? We have a couple boosters that we need to... Well, we have this one, the lock booster. So we'll open up that first. Hopefully I can get the Koko. Nah. And then we have 5 single boosters that we're going to open. I don't know if I'm going to be spending money during this banner. I think I only want the Koko. Like, I really don't want anything else, and I don't really want to spend $80+ trying to get just the Koko. Because my luck, I won't get the Koko. So we're going to open up these first. I mean, I probably will. There's a sale. I'm definitely going to do the sale, the $8 one. But I don't know if I'm going to be dropping more, but we'll see. Let's just get the Koko here. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, my. I was going to freak out. Wow. If I would have just got the Koko right there. Oh, that would have been insane. But this is actually going to help in my my poison deck with Gengar. I'm actually kind of... I'm okay with that pull. I wish it would have been Koko. Man, that scared me. Let's try again. No. Alright. Here we go again, please. Oh, it's not the good lights, not the good colors, nothing good. Oh, man. Alright, last one. Last one. This is it. This is it. This is it. No, it's not. Okay. My heart dropped there. Like if I would have got the Koko, oh man, that would have been amazing. Let's enough of that. Let's talk about these figures. The first and foremost, Tapu Koko. I can't believe this is the first Gen 7 mon that we're gonna get, and it's a deity. And it's kind of ridiculous. Like it's a we all know what it does. We know it's a better Shuppet. It's a runner. It's got the wild charge 69, which counters Mew completely. Quick attack, which does 60 because he buffs himself. The ability is only valid on your turn. This Pokemon can MP move past non-fairy type Pokemon on the field. When this Pokemon is on the field, your electric type Pokemon deal 30 plus damage. This effect is not cumulative, so doesn't mean, which means it doesn't add up. It removes the sleep condition from Pokemon within 2 steps of this Pokemon. So now this begs the question. Last banner they released the Malamar, which basically countered Deodex by sleeping them all. Now people are probably running this. This helps the Deodex. People are probably running their Deodex back. They're like, oh yes, we could have our Deodex again, and they're gonna be running Koko with it because it buffs them really, and that makes me upset. So that means I must keep Malamar. Must keep Malamar in my deck. And I mean, we already know the other Tapus, like the Lele, the Bulu, and the Feeny, they're probably going to have plus 30 water, plus 30 psychic, and plus 30 grass. Like, it's going to be insane. And then let's talk about this Melee Wish. You may select one of your other Pokemon. If you do, this Pokemon is excluded from the duel, meaning Koko. Until the end of the duel, the selected mon gets MP3 when on the field and can MP move to fly over Pokemon that don't have Soar. So this brings some like question. Are we going to start seeing the birds more prevalent? Like, we already have Zapdos, the staple is in the game, but are we going to start seeing more Moltres and Articunos? Who knows? Now, basically looking at this wheel, how are we going to counter this man? And you guys already know, Terrakion counters Koko, like hard counters Koko. Probably Terrakion. If you're in the high league, you're probably gonna bring Terrakion because he hard counters Koko very easily. I think that's probably it. I mean, people are super hyped for him because of that the Melee Wish, but I mean, it is kind of hard to hit. It's what is that? I don't know what the percentage is, but it's 20. But I don't know. It's a unique figure that it seems like you could just get really fast, cheesy wins. I mean, I definitely want one. Vikavolt. Let's talk about Vikavolt. Vikavolt was one of my favorite mons in Gen 7. I definitely had him on my team. The thing I didn't like about him is it was slow. I believe it was slow. 2 MP. It's got Zap Cannon, Air Slash, and Volt Switch. When this Pokemon moves from the bench to the field, the Pokemon on the battle's opponent's bench spin. Pokemon that spin a purple gain attack, gain weight. I don't know. It could be useful. Air Slash, the Pokemon gains weight, and Zap Cannon. The battle opponent and the Pokemon in a straight line directly behind it become paralyzed. Those Pokemon gain weight. And then Volt Switch. This Pokemon switches with a Pokemon on your bench. So you have to have someone on your bench. Counters. Okay, so with these mons, you have to consider that they're going to be plus 30 damage if they're attacking you. If they're just sitting there, then you're okay to thinking like, okay, it only does 100 damage, it only does 30 damage. But when you look at Vikavolt with Koko, you're like, all right, I have to prepare for 130 damage. So without them being offensive, who counters Vikavolt? Probably Zapdos. Zapdos counters him pretty well. Blaziken does pretty well too with the 130 and the 3-star purple, and also his gold attack, which actually, you know what, dude? I've played like 3 games with Blaziken and he hasn't yet to hit the purple, and I'm pretty upset. But Blaziken, and I think Blastoise, Mega Blastoise actually kind of counters Vikavolt as well. Let's move on. Magnezone. Magnezone Enhanced Core. When this Pokemon is on the field, your Pokemon that are both electric and steel type plus 20 damage. If this Pokemon has evolved, it gains plus 1 MP. That's crazy. Okay, so like, I'm kind of interested if you have this in Koko on your team. So let's say you have Magnezone and Koko on your team, and I attack, let's say, your Jolteon, it's going to be plus 20, right? But then when he attacks next turn, is it only going to be plus 30? Or is it only going to be plus 20? Because it doesn't stack. It's not cumulative, right? I'm not sure about that. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below. Flash Cannon 100 damage, and then Shockwave, which I think just paralyzes you. The battle opponent and a succession of Pokemon adjacent to it, excluding this one, become paralyzed. Okay. Man, these electric decks are going to be insane. What counters Magnezone? Again, looks like we have Zapdos. I mean, Terrakion doesn't have that terrible of a matchup against it. I mean, it is fearing that huge Shockwave, but also Blaziken also does pretty well. So not Terrakion, but pretty much Moltres and Blaziken, I think, in my opinion. All right, let's move on. Oh, what? You get Mega Gengar in here too? Okay, I thought these were gonna be all the Mons. My bad. Who else did we have? The Charger Bug. Here, actually, I know what we can do. For some reason, I thought it had all the Mons, but what we can do is there's a good old trusty Reddit, and we can go to. Oh, poor Jake, man. If you guys know Jake, the videos I host, he's quitting Pokemon Duel. It's making me really, really sad. Cause he was the best, man. Okay, here we go. This way we can take a look at all the figures and I can talk about them. Okay, we talked about Koko. Talked about Vigavolt. Talked about Magnezone. Magneton. Electromagnetic Barrier. This Pokemon is not subject to spin-inducing effects of the attacks. So he's got Tri-Attack, which if it becomes knocked out, it status conditions you to either paralyzed, burned, or frozen. And again, you have to think, okay, he's either doing 90 damage, 110 damage, or 70 damage with the Koko. What counters that? Blaziken. Blaziken counters the Magneton pretty well. Terrakion, he has a pretty good matchup with him, actually. He KOs like a huge majority of the will. So Blaziken, Terrakion, Zapdos okay. And let's go to Electrode. Aftermath Switch. When this Pokemon is knocked out, you may knock out one of your Voltorb on the field, and all Pokemon adjacent to it are knocked out. You may knock out one. Oh wait, adjacent to it. Yeah. So this is gonna be interesting. I want to see people running a fun, crazy deck with Electrode and Voltorb just exploding everywhere. Like it's gonna be a fun deck. If I have a shot. If I have a chance to get these Mons, I'm definitely going to play around with it and see what it does. They attacks Huge Thunder Wave and the Shock Blast, which if the battle opponent spins an attack of 101 or more of the damage, the battle opponent is knocked out. So who is this Mon countered by? He's countered kind of by Zapdos just because of that, basically 50% of the Shock or the Thunder Wave, but he has to be cautious of the Shock Blast. So it's basically a coin toss. Other than that, a Mew with an X attack counters him pretty well. Let's move on. We have the Oricorio. I really don't know how to say that, but when this Pokemon is on the field, your electric-type Pokemon deal 1+ damage for each electric mon on the field. Kind of like Voltic or Joltik, but better. For every electric type on the field. I didn't even notice that earlier. That's crazy. Air Slash gain weight, and then you may move one Pokemon that is on your bench within its MP range. The Pokemon gains weight. I'm kind of interested to see how they're going to bring the rest of the other forms of Oricorio. But I'm excited. Charger Bug, your electric type Pokemon next to this Pokemon gained +1 MP. Kind of like, wasn't there a Watermon that you're able to do that with? I don't remember. Last Green Mudshot gets countered by Zapdos. Terrakion. because light screen doesn't do anything. So you're free to attack the charge bug with Terrakion, but if you and it's probably gonna be hard to evolve into Vikavolt. Yeah, and it only has 1 MP. Probably not gonna be viable. I don't see anybody using Charge Bug into Vikavolt. And then Grubbin, the lowest form, he's got Dig and Bug Bite. Return the battle opponent to its start of the duel state, excluding evolution and any special condition. Yeah, I don't know how viable these mons are going to be, but basically, if you looked at the theme, Zapdos, Terrakion, Blaziken, even Mega Blastoise. Those are kind of like the 4 mons off the top of my head that that counter all these mons that are coming out. So if you don't, I mean, everyone should have a Zapdos. Like Zapdos is, like I said earlier, it's a staple in this game. You should have a Zapdos. If you don't have a Terrakion, get your hands on a Terrakion. Terrakion actually helps out a lot. When Sceptile started taking over the meta, Terrakion was used. I used Terrakion for a while, and like I said, I had to get rid of my Sceptile because Sceptile doesn't really do anything for me right now in the meta. Like I don't see any beneficial of him other than the stealth hit. But with everybody's gonna start running Koko, Terrakion is viable again. So basically, just Terrakion, Zapdos, and Blaziken at 2. Even though Blaziken, I got him to level like 7, and he is doing trash for me right now, and it's just pissing me off. But yeah, I think that's how we're gonna cut this video today. I just wanted to talk about 4.0.3, the counters, the Google Play card, and my $100 gift card giveaway. One of you are gonna get it, and it's probably gonna be like depending on who wins, it's gonna be an iTunes card or an Google Play card. But you guys would have to have an American account, otherwise we're gonna have to figure out a way to give you the $100. But I'm super excited to be giving it away because I can't wait to see what you guys can pull with $100. $100 is a lot of money, and you can get some really, really good figures for that. But yeah, we're gonna cut it there. So until then, peace.